y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make two really simple but really cute Valentine's Day crafts. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to make them. Alright y'all, let us get started. Well, first we're going to move our camera. All of this stuff that I'm using came from Hobby Lobby, okay? So over near the candles, I got this wonderful little glass dish. Now it does have a lid that goes down on top of it, but we're not going to be using the lid, so I don't have it in here. But we have this glass container. We also have this glass candle dish. Of course, over with the candle supplies. I also have some of this plastic Valentine's Day scatter. I've got 2 bags of this. You can see it looks like little diamonds and hearts. I got pink. So we're going to put this all together and then we're going to decorate our candle, okay? But for this, I'm going to take this candle dish and then set the other container down in it. And that's what it is essentially going to look like, but we're going to be gluing this together. And this part here, you want to make sure that the rim of whatever container you're using is going to fit down inside the bottom part that you're using. Now you can get glass, containers of all shapes and sizes at Dollar Tree as well. You can get the candle plates at Dollar Tree as well, but the main thing is just make sure that it's all going to fit together, okay? So what I'm going to do is, first off, we're going to take this table scatter and we're going to pour it in here. Okay, if I can get it open, we will. I tell you I'm going to do something and then I can't get it open. But anyway, I've got paint all over my hands. I've got several crafts going over here. But anyway, I'm going to pour it in here. And I don't think it's going to hold the entire 2 bags. Probably maybe even a quarter or a half of this one is what it will hold. Why are you acting this way? There. I don't think it'll hold the whole thing. Nah, it's not going to hold the entire thing. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take some E6000 and we're going to go around, because I don't think this is going to set all the way down in there. I'm going to go around the edge on the outer edge right here, okay? Not directly on top, but on the outer edge, so that when we set this on here, it'll make sure to hold. So let me get something, because I lost the lid to this tiny little tube of E6000, so I'm going to have to get something else to poke a hole in the top. Anyway, like I said, I'm just going to go around, see? Around the outside, and then I'm going to skip a little bit because we're going to come back with our hot glue gun and put just a few dots. The E6000 is going to hold it long term, and the hot glue is going to give us immediate hold. Okay, so let's set that over there. Now let's see where we can put this right around here. Okay, now turn it a little bit and then put more here. My cat's trying to come in. If you hear noise, that's her. She's trying to come in. I moved my python in here the other day, and now they are attached, and now the cat wants to be wherever he is. All right, so now we're going to just set this down right here. Make sure everything is in place. Make sure that you have nice contact with the glue. You can kind of look. I know it's hard to see on camera, but I can look around the edges here and make sure that everything is in contact. Now I'm going to give this 24 hours to set up because, E6000 takes a bit. And this is heavy glass. You want to make sure that all the glue is fully set up before you start moving it around. But anyway, I'm going to set it off to the side, and now let's start decorating our candle. All right, so I flipped it back over, and of course, because we had space at the bottom here, these fell and it shows space up here. And I think that looks better than as if the whole thing were crowded full. I like that better. But anyway, once again, from Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby. I have this battery operated LED candle. It is pink. I think it's really pretty. And y'all know I don't like pink, but Valentine's Day in pink. I also got this button, this really shiny button, and I've got this sheer ribbon. So anyway, let's take and open this ribbon, which I should have done a while ago, but did I do it? No, because I've got 50,000 things going on inside my head right now. All right, we're going to throw that in the floor. And now I'll open the button here in a second. So this is some very sheer ribbon. I didn't want it to be very opaque. Now let's decide which front that we want our candle. I think this will be the front. Even though these are battery operated, they are made out of wax. So, you know, they can get little nicks and dings in it. So I'm just going to glue this ribbon down right here. And then we're going to wrap it around the candle and glue it in place. All right, so this is all glued in place. And now with our button here, the shank that sticks up out of the back that you use, you know, to sew to your piece, I cut that off with some wire cutters. And now I'm just going to put some hot glue here and glue it down on top of our candle. Now, like I said, these are made out of wax. So when you're using hot glue, be careful with how much you use because you will melt the wax. And if you mess up, then you're just going to have a messy candle. But anyway, I'm going to hot glue this onto the candle and hold it in place until it cools. All right, so everything is done now. We have our little stand here, and then all you do is just set your candle on top, and it's done. Now, I'm thinking about maybe taking some ribbon and going around the base. Let's move this so that you can see what I'm talking about. The handle right here, and just tying a simple bow, just to kind of give it a little extra something, something. I'll try. We shall see. Let's tie here. Y'all know I can't do anything plain. It drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. All right. So let's get this bow tied and situated and see what that looks like. All right. So I tied the bow there, and now I think I'm going to hot glue one of the little heart-shaped table scatter doohickeys right there in the center. That looks good. Just going to hold that there till the glue sets up, and then that will be that. You just set your candle on top and you're good to go. So I will get a picture of this for you. I know you've already seen it at the beginning, but I'll post a picture of this so that you can see it again. Okay, moving right along. We have this little wooden crate here, and then we have some of this. I call it like a ivy garland. It says mini leaf wired garland. This was $3.99, and this came from Hobby Lobby as well. I had it in a bag with some fiber fill, and it's got fuzziness all over it. But anyway, let me see. I gotta find the end here. All right, I found the end. So I'm gonna start right here, gluing this ivy down, just right here in the center of our little wooden crate. I'm going to have to hold that down for a second. Let's just get the end of this paintbrush here. And I'm just going to hold this down until that glue sets up. Okay, so I have wrapped it all the way around the crate, and now I'm just going to glue this other end down. I think that's smooth over there. We're just going to glue this end down here. Now, there it is. Amber, heaven forbid. All right, so now we're just going to hold this end down until that glue sets up. And because this is wired, I'm going to be using my wire cutters here, and I'll just cut that right there and get that out of the way, and then we will carry on. There we go. It's glued all the way around. Now, I could have painted this white, and I was debating that, but I'm like, I want to try to keep like the natural look because this has a lot of white in it, and the hearts have a lot of white in it. So anyway, like I said, this came from Hobby Lobby, and this just screws off. So now let's see. I want to try to glue this on here so that this thing right here doesn't interfere, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I think I'm going to try to have to pull this little sucker off. I'm going to try to do that by like squishing it with my wire cutters and then rocking it back and forth and seeing if I can get it off of there. All right, so this is not going to come off without damaging this because this is thin and it's going to crease it. So anyway, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm just going to set it down here and take a look to see where I need to put my glue. And I'm just going to glue it on there like that. And I'm going to put my glue right here at the top. And then just lean it back and just glue it into place like that. I mean, well, it kind of makes him look three-dimensional. So, or like he's leaning up against it. You know, that kind of looks good. I like that. It added some dimension. So let's just glue that on there. And now I have some green floral moss, and we're just going to fill this up. Careful this stuff. Y'all know this. I don't have to tell you this. This stuff's messy. So I'm just pulling it out in chunks here because the bottom of this little crate, of course, is open. And if you rip it up into little pieces like we usually do, it's going to start falling out the bottom. You could cut a piece of cardboard to fit if you want to, but I'm just going to pull it out in chunks and set it down in there. And now it kind of looks like he's leaning against his garden gate. That kind of looks cute. So these little hearts as well, these came from Hobby Lobby, and we're gonna cut them open without cutting ourselves, hopefully, I don't know. And now we're just gonna put some hearts in the little container back there. See how we can arrange them. I think I might have to, oh, you see the fabric folded over? Let's turn that towards the back. And I'm sure that these are foam, so be careful with your hot glue gun so you don't melt the foam. And I'm just going to glue that down in there. I'll hold it in place here in a second. Just give me a minute. I just hold it in place like that. And then we're also going to glue in a third one directly behind our little gnome guy. So let me hold this down, let this glue set up, and I'll come back. All right, I think that's done. How cute is that? Just something really super simple to put together. You know, if you have a group of kids that want to do something like that, that would be cute. Now, Hobby Lobby does have all kinds of gnome things, you know, so if you don't want to mess with that and trying to cut the loop off the back, you know, just get you another little gnome and put on there. But, you know, just something cute that kids could put together and give their mom or whoever. But yeah, I hope you like it. I'll get a picture of this one and post it after this as well. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you would, give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And hope to see you all next time. Bye.